Alrighty, namaste and welcome. I'm looking down because my laptop is down, but the camera is up, so it's kind of weird. So this is the first of these 4 live classes, and our idea is just to start sharing our yoga and the way we received and how we would like to share based on the tradition, the philosophy of yoga, and also how it bridges to our lives nowadays. So these classes are basically a demo of what we want to offer in our membership, and in the membership, and also we're going to have other courses such as Vedanta, an introduction to what is Vedanta, because most people don't know, and it's what my husband and we spent 3 years studying in India, which is the basis also the entire yoga tradition. But funny enough, nobody knows about it. And we're going to have chanting of mantras, pranayama classes, and the yoga practice classes. So the first class, today's class, is going to be a Hatha yoga class. Hatha, nowadays, how it is presented would be a slower paced class with longer holds, but Hatha encompasses all types of yoga that we practice in our mat, on our mat. But it's nice for us to kind of get used to doing the poses, right? Because sometimes you arrive at a class. I know that the 3 of you practice yoga for a long time, so you guys are okay. But sometimes, the first time you jumped into a class, you didn't know how to do a downward dog. You didn't know how to do triangle pose. You didn't know how to do so many shapes. And sometimes, especially if you're in a vinyasa practice, which is very flowy, the teacher doesn't have the opportunity to actually stop and correct and give tips. And then we start doing things by ourselves. And especially because we are here in an online setup, I cannot be there to adjust your body. So this class is meant for us to learn to be, to be with our bodies and to understand, get this body awareness. So if you guys feel comfortable to show your bodies in the camera, I can correct you. Otherwise, if you don't feel comfortable, it's all good. I'm going to be saying where you should be feeling more or less, but I want you to experience that in your body. And later, after in the end of the class, if you have any questions, I'll leave 10 minutes for us to have like a small Q&A regarding, specific poses. Today's going to be really the introduction to it, but basically it's going to be about learning the postures, this class. Next week, we'll have a vinyasa practice, which is going to be most likely the same poses, but in a flow state where we're going to link breath and movement. Then we'll have a restorative practice. And then we're going to have the movement lab with Kieran with functional movement. And then he can talk a little bit more on that one. I plan to introduce a little bit of pranayama in the next class, or maybe in the end of this class. I'll see how time goes, because I also wanted to talk in the beginning of the class. Because I also would like to offer a half an hour to 40 minutes pranayama classes monthly, every week, weekly, which is something that I share from my Brazilian students, my Portuguese students, and I see that a lot of people enjoy, and it's not something common because usually we leave pranayama for the 5 minutes, in the end of the practice. And when you actually can dive into breathing and understanding the energetics of it, it's just amazing to have half an hour to 40 minutes just to breathe. Having said that, do you guys have any questions? All good?
So is this kind of like an hour long, or what's the
Yeah,
plan?
yeah. Well, now it's like you're going to be 50-minute long. So it's going to be a 40-minute practice with 10 minutes to questions and answers.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty then. So let's begin. Um, okay. Let me bring you guys closer to me so that I can see you better. And we're going to start in Shavasana, laying down on our backs. And Take a moment to just settle into your body. Feel the sensations. Slowing down whatever was happening before this moment. You can let go whatever is going to happen after this moment. You can also leave it for later. Feeling your body heavy towards the ground as if it was melting. And taking a moment to make a scan from the sole of your feet to the top of your head. Is there any part of this body that you need to be more careful today? Is there any part of this body that you could show up differently for? Give this body some love and attention. And going a little bit more inwards, how is this mind at this moment? It takes a while for the mind to land. So if it is racing, just observe. Slowly coming to this place of witnessing your experience rather than interacting with it. And then gently bring your attention to your breath. Inhaling, expanding your chest, rib cage, and belly. And breathing out, slowly relaxing chest, rib cage, and belly. Filling up your lungs fully. Getting to know a little bit more the dynamics of your breath. And a slower the exhale, calmer is the mind. So let's focus on that. And there might be a reason for you to be here tonight, a reason for you to be practicing yoga in your life. And finally, it doesn't matter if it's an online class, in-person class. What matters is you on your mat, witnessing your practice. And you can practice on your own. That's the beauty of yoga. The tools that are given for our path are within our hands. So whatever is the reason behind you being here, bring that to your mind space. Remind yourself of your goal. And let this guide your practice along with your breath. Not coming into autopilot mode, even with yoga, but seeing the preciousness of this opportunity of being with yourself. Slowly start tingling your fingers, your toes, maybe rolling your ankles and wrists. And then you can bring your hands above your head on the ground. Give your body a nice good morning stretch. And turn to one of your sides. Intuitively choose what you need tonight. And with the help of your hands, start to push the ground away. Arriving at your seat. When you arrive there, find your sitting bones on the ground and notice which leg you tend to put on top or in front of the other. Let's start to get some body awareness. Notice if there is any tension on your shoulders. If there is, see if you can relax it. Trying to bring the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Relaxing your face expression. Slowly, let's gather our hands in front of our hearts. And to begin our practice today, I'll chant a mantra for the sage Patanjali, the one responsible for the Yoga Sutras, the basis of our practice nowadays. So in his honor, we start our practice. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankhachakrasidharinam Sahasrashirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Om. Slowly bring your hands towards the sky. Reach up, 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 and then drop your hands to one side. And come back to the center, to the other side. Slowly feeling the lateral part of your body. Side to side, 2 more. Sharmila, take care of your back. If you're feeling it, you can skip, okay? Last one. And just slowly come back to the center. Let's make our way to a tabletop. Finding yourself in all fours. Your hands are below your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. Untuck your toes. Inhale, sink your belly, tailbone to the sky. You can look ahead. Open up your chest. On the exhale, tuck your chin. Round your back, tailbone to the ground. Push the ground away in here. And flow with your breath. Start to feeling the movement in your spine. Inhale, sink your belly. Exhale, round your back. We have 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine. Slowly tuck your toes. Lift up your knees from the ground and pushing the ground away, bring your hips up and back, keeping your knees bent. Downward dog. And here, at first, let's just start bringing some movement. So maybe start stretching one leg at a time. Feeling the sensation on your hamstrings, crown of your head towards the ground. Just waking up the body a little bit. And if it's feeling stiff, it's okay. Don't force too much. Just allow yourself to be in this shape. Slowly stop the movement. Knees to the ground and tuck your toes. Sit on your heels, forehead to the ground, child's pose, balasana. And in here, if you want to give a break to your shoulders, bring your arms alongside your body. Fingertips close to your toes. Take a deep breath in and sigh out. Slowly bring your hands forward once again. Rise to your tabletop. From your tabletop, you're gonna come to your belly, laying down fully. And then in here, place your hands beside your chest. Bring your feet together and push the ground away with the top of your feet. Hug in your elbows towards your rib cage. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. 3 more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, lift, stay there. And in here, start feeling the sensation on your back. Engage your glutes and keep pushing the ground away with the top of your feet. The strength that we're looking for in here is in our backs. We're not pushing the ground away with our hands. If I could, I would even lift up my hands. See how does it feel when you lift up your hands. Slowly melt down. Push the ground away. Back to child's pose. Sit on your heels. If you need to, bring your knees apart. And just breathe in there. Inhale deeply, feel the breath on your back. And exhale slowly. 3 more breaths in here. Listening to the sound of your breath. Inhale, start to rise. And then in your tabletop, let's come back to a down dog. So tuck your toes, lift up your hips up and back. See if you have a little bit more of space this time. Slowly start walking with your feet towards your hands. With your knees bent, crown of your head towards the ground, grab opposite elbows and rock to the sides. Noticing the sensation on your back. Stop in the center, place your hands on your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Imagine your back like a table. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a micro bend on your knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly, like a rag doll, start to come up. Your head's the last one to arrive, and we'll arrive at Tadasana, mountain pose. So now let's start paying attention to our body. If you can, in here, really spread your toes on the ground. Your feet are more or less hip distance apart. Bring your energy to your fingertips. Imagine there is something pulling your fingertips down. At the same time, you're rooting through your feet. Reach with the top of your head. Lift up your kneecaps, engaging your quads. And feel the sensation in your body. Strong, stable, reaching up, but rooted. All the qualities of all the different yoga poses, they can be reflective in our lives. Let this moment allow you to build up that inner strength and stability through the pose, grounding. Inhale, lift up your hands towards the sky. Exhale, back to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive. Place your hands on the ground, walk back to your downward dog. In your downward dog, Feel the sensation in your body and try to distribute the weight between your hands and your feet. Pushing the ground away, engaging your arms in a way that you're protecting your shoulders. Crown of your head is towards the ground. If you need to, bend your knees so that you can open up a little bit more your chest, bringing your sitting bones up and back. Hold it. Feel it. And breathe through. Two more breaths in here. Beautiful. From here, take the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And then slowly on the exhale, step that right foot in between your hands. If that's hard and it stop halfway, use your hand to bring it forward. When you bring it forward, slowly rise with your hands. High lunge. And if that's too much for you today, just drop your knee on the ground. It's all good. Listen to your body first and to me second. Holding in here, bring energy to your feet, really grounding yourself. Rooting from the feet. At the same time, crown of your head is always towards the sky. Hug in your lower ribs and breathe through, holding it there. Slowly pivot your left heel on the ground, opening up your hips to the left. And try to align the front heel with the middle part of your left foot. Open up your arms in a T shape. Hold it here, warrior two. If you see that your right knee is standing inward, bring it outward. Imagine my hand is right beside your right knee on the right side. Rotate it externally. At the same time, try to feel your center of gravity. We tend to go forward or back. See if your shoulders are are on top of your hips. Hold it there. Ground yourself once again. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Trikonasana is our next pose. So from here, extend your right knee and tilt a little bit your hips back. From there, just drop your right hand down, left hand comes up. Beautiful. If you see that your left shoulder is going forward, try to bring it back a little bit. Your gaze can be forward to the ground or to the top, whatever works for your neck. And in here, if you need to, you can always use a block to support you. See if you're feeling your right inner thigh. That's the main target there. Two more breaths. Slowly return back to warrior two, bending your right knee. We're gonna do the other side. So bring it in your right foot, bring out your left one, bend the left knee. Arriving at the other side. Same thing. Hug the ground with your feet. Grow tall. See if you're stacked over your hips. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Feeling strong. Imagine I'm pulling your wrists towards the opposite direction and you're really growing towards all sides with your arms. And then slowly from there, extend your left knee, tilt back your hips, drop your left hand down, right hand comes up. Nice, Sharmila, that's it. Hold it there. Slowly rise up, warrior two. Beautiful. From here, both of your feet are going to be parallel to each other. So your toes are towards the front of your mat, the side of your mat, I would say. Inhale, take your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. So in here, the toes are going to be a little bit more inwards and your heels a little bit more outward. Then a few options. Option 1 is to stay where you are. Option 2, you can walk with your hands backwards to feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. And option 3 is to interlock your hands behind your back and bring your hands to the sky. This can be a little bit intense on your shoulders, so feel into it and see what option is okay for you. Slowly, if you have your hands up, bring them down. If you walked back, come forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then you're going to turn to the front of your mat, back to a downward dog. Inhale deeply in your downward dog. Let go through your mouth. Bring your knees to the ground, arriving at your child's pose, Balasana. Take a moment in here. If you need to drink some water, drink some water. Feel into your body. Grounding through your roots. And maybe if you practice with music, this can be a weird experience to you. I know that most yoga studios nowadays have music, but it's nice to practice without it so that you can actually tune into your body and your experience. Both are nice. Inhale, rise to a tabletop. Tuck your toes and make your way back to a downward dog. In your downward dog this time, try to bring energy to your heels towards the ground. At the same time, you're bringing your chest closer to your quads, closer to your legs. Push the ground away with your hands. Inhale deeply. Let go to your mouth. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. On the exhale, step the right foot behind your right wrist. Pivot your left heel on the ground and slowly start to rise with your hands to a warrior 1. In your warrior 1, make sure that you can see your toes and that your knee is aligned to your toes, so not coming in or out. Inhale deeply in here, root yourself a little bit more. Feel the sensation on your left hip flexor and really push the ground away with that left foot. Again, crown of your head always towards the ceiling. And slowly from here, if you have this space on your shoulders, once again, interlock your fingers, open up your chest. You can stay here. If everything is okay, though, start to dive forward for humble warrior and your hands come up. 2 more breaths in here. Inhale, start to rise, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pivot your left heel, lifting up your heel from the ground. Sink yourself a little bit lower, open up your chest. From here, down dog. Inhale deeply. Let go through your mouth. Root yourself. Push the ground away with your hands, especially with your index finger and thumbs. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step that left foot behind your left hand. Pivot your right heel on the ground. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Again, feel the sensation on your right leg, especially your inner thigh. Push the ground away with that back foot. At the same time, you're grounding, rooting through your front foot. Solid base. Imagine Arjuna in the battlefield, opening up your chest, looking ahead. Slowly bring your hands behind your back. Interlock your fingers now, changing the pinky finger, so it's going to feel a little bit weird. Opening up your chest. And on the exhale, if you have that space, dive forward, hands come up. Humble warrior. Two more breaths. Slowly drop your hands on the ground, pivot your right foot, and bring your right foot forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive. Two more of those. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. Inhale, bring your hands to the sky. And hands to your heart center. From here, we'll come to a balancing pose. So find a place on the ground for you to look, a steady place. We call in Sanskrit a drishti, a sight. That will help you to keep your balance. And we'll have a few options. So we're going to transfer the weight to our left foot. Make sure it's completely rooted on the ground. So one option at first is to just lift up your right leg and feel the sensation, maybe a little bit wobbly, on your left ankle, left foot, and try to stabilize yourself. What helps in here is to really take the bad of your toes and try to really push it towards the ground. At the same time, your heels are also pushing towards the ground. Slowly stand Tadasana. If you need to, shake a little bit your left foot. Nice. Now, with your toes on the ground, bring your right heel on your inner leg, left leg. In here, we are looking for an external rotation of our hips, so we're trying to bring the right knee outwards. Now, this is option one. You can stay here, bring your hands to your heart center, or to your hips, or even come up to the sky. Option two is to try to bring your right foot a little bit up on your leg. Still externally rotating your right knee and your hands, whatever position works for you. If this is easy for you today, then bring your right foot on your inner thigh. Just don't press on your knee. We don't want to press on our joints. Vrikshasana, tree pose. And again, if you think about a tree, you're growing towards the sky, but at the same time, you have roots on your foot, sustaining strong your entire body. 3 more breaths in here. Slowly bring your hands down. Right foot comes down. Shake a little bit that left leg. Nice. Let's do the other side. Again, feeling into the sensation. Transfer the weight to the right foot and just lift up your left one. Seeing how wobbly. And sometimes we have more balance on one side than the other. We have more strength on one leg than the other. It depends on how dominant one side of our body is or not. It depends upon habits, many things. So you can learn to understand your body a little bit better and maybe compensate and bring harmony. Alrighty, bring that left foot down. Shake your right one a little bit. Now find your drishti, find your sight, transfer the weight to the right foot. And again, same principles. Opening up your left knee to the side, externally rotating your hips, hands to your heart, hips, or the sky. And see which option, variable, is okay for your body today. Just don't press on your knee. We're here for 3 breaths. And slowly, hands down, left foot comes down. Shake your leg a little bit. Nice. Let's do some elephant pose, Hastinasana. Let your arms be loose and you're just going to sway to the sides. Maybe take your heel off of the ground of the opposite side and you bring your gaze to that heel. Two more on each side. And slowly come back to the center. Beautiful. Inhale, take your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive. Come back to your tabletop. Sit on your heels, child's pose, balasana. Inhale deeply. Let go to your mouth. Slowly start to push the ground away. Your head is the last one to arrive. Bring your hips to the right side and extend your legs towards the front of your mat. Find your sitting bones on the ground in here. Flex your feet. Inhale, lift up your hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, dive forward. Close your eyes. It doesn't matter where you reach as long as you're feeling a sensation on your hamstrings and lower back. A good sensation, like a nice stretch. If you're feeling pain, maybe you bend your knees. 2 more breaths in here. And slowly start to rise up. Bend your left knee. Bring it over your left foot to the right side. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist to the left, looking above your left shoulder while you're hugging your left knee with your right arm. Ardha Matsendrasana. Grow tall towards the sky. Flex your right foot. Slowly make your way back to the center. Extend the left leg. Bend the right knee, bring it over to the left side. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist to the right, looking above your right shoulder. Slowly make your way back to the center. And let's make our way to our back. Laying down on your back. Bring your arms alongside your body. And then here, we're coming to bridge pose, Setubandhasana. So make sure that your knees are hip distance apart. You can always imagine that you have a block in between your knees in here because they tend to go outward. Inhale, lift up your hips towards the sky, coming more towards your shoulders, distributing the weight between your shoulders and your feet. Push the ground away with your feet, engaging your legs. Holding for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Glue your lower back on the ground, hug your knees into your chest, rock to the sides. Stop in the center. Extend your legs towards the sky. Flex your feet. Option to stay here. Or if you want to, lift up your hips, holding your lower back with your hands in a kind of a V shape with your body. This is called Viparita Karani Mudra. So the same hand gestures that we do called mudra, we also have them for our whole body. And this is one of them. 2 more breaths in here. Make sure when you're in an inversion or on your shoulders like this, to keep your gaze straight up to protect your neck. Slowly, if you're up here, bring your lower back down. And again, hug your knees into your chest. Rock to the sides. And if there is any pose, shape, or movement you'd like to do before our Shavasana, feel free to choose. Otherwise, if you're okay, we are coming to Shavasana, resting pose, corpse pose. So extend your legs on your mat, arms alongside your body, palms facing up, helping to open up your chest. Just like in the beginning of the class, coming full circle. How are you feeling right now? Making that scan of your body once again. And then dropping it as well so that you can fully rest and restore. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your hips and glutes. Relax your belly and your chest. Relax your entire back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, your hands. Relax each one of your fingers. Relax your neck, your face expression, your jaw, your brows. Relax your head. And relax your entire body, melting into the ground. We are here for 2 minutes together. Enjoy. When the time comes for us to rise, I'll let you know. Slowly start to come back to your body, tingling your fingers and toes, swallowing, maybe yawning, doing all the movements that your body's craving, maybe giving your body good morning stretch. And when you're ready, turning to one of your sides and embracing yourself in a fetal position, beginning afresh. And just slowly pushing the ground away with the help of your hands, arriving at your seat, closing down your eyes, noticing your physical experience and your mental experience as well. Slowly we gather our hands in front of our hearts in a gesture of gratitude and reverence. We're grateful for ourselves to show up on our mats today. We're grateful for the entire yoga tradition, all the teachers and all the students, including ourselves. And as always, I'm so grateful to you for allowing me to share this practice. Thank you. And to finish our practice, I'll chant a mantra for peace. A mantra that talks about our nature, which is fullness, and asks for peace within ourselves, in our relationships, and in the world. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Namaste. Thank you. All right, everyone. How are you guys?
I'm doing good.
Great.
Yeah.
How's your back, Sharmila?
It's good. I still have to kind of figure out. It's like a spot in my right side, and there's like a pain there. As soon as if I turn on my right side, or if I'm going on my left side, I feel the pull more. So I just kind of have to slow down. But I'm a lot more mobile. Like on Sunday, I could not move at all, and Monday morning.
Oh my gosh.
So, but I've been doing ice and heat, like just kind of alternating and doing some muscle rubs and just like natural oils and stuff. And so I have mobility, but there's still like a pain there that needs to resolve.
Like a sharp pain.
Yeah.
I remember I pulled my back a few years ago, and it took so long for me to get rid of it. But you know, what helped me a lot was TCM, like dry needling. It really helped.
Sorry, what was that?
Dry needling, like acupuncture. Yeah, because then you can target like deeper layers and release the tension in the muscles. It really helped me. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. This is my first experience, and I didn't know it would hurt that much when it initially happened.
It's not going to be often, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Wishing you a very speedy recovery.
Thank you so much. This will help me too. I felt like I needed some stretches in there.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, sometimes it's tricky. Sometimes we need some movement, sometimes it just needs stillness, and you know, we have to understand our bodies. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All righty. How are you, Mom?
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's it then for today.
Practice was beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm more into vinyasa practice, but the hatha is low as down, and then we can be more present with each pose, which I really appreciate and enjoy as well. Okay, everyone, wishing you all good night, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Wishing you all a beautiful week, stay warm, and lots of love. Adios.
Thank you.
Take,
Have a beautiful night.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Take
namaste.
care. Yeah,
Thank
we'll
Bye.
see you on Friday.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.